Welcome to Yakangler's Inside and Out. I'm your host, Jameson Redding. As you can see, I'm loading the truck up and I'm getting ready to head to Louisiana for the kayak fishing boondoggle. We're going to do some fishing and we're going to see how the boondoggle comes together and what it takes and what it's all about. But in the meantime, if you just saw the last video where we were smallmouth fishing in North Carolina, my home waters, I want to tell you a little bit about the products and the gear that we used on that trip. It was skinny water, the fish were stacked up in the pockets, and we had really good luck with the Z-Man 5-inch Pop Shadz and also the Ned Rig, which is a TRD rigged on a small jig head. The way we rigged those is we put the Ned Rig on a small shroom style jig head on about 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Now that's a slow presentation, the water was super clear, and when we put it in the middle of these fish that were stacked up, they literally fought for it. And they would hit it so hard that when we would pull them out of the water, that thing was tucked way back in their mouth. Glenn showed us how to rig the 5-inch Pop Shadz, which is a really cool way to fish because you actually get to see the fish attack that topwater bait. Now I originally thought that rigging it with a wide gap worm hook, about a 5/0, would probably be the way to go, but that hook's going to be on top. And since the fish are coming from underneath to attack that bait, you don't get as good a hookup. So he showed us a trick. We actually took that 5/0 wide gap hook and basically used it as a needle to thread the line through the bait, so you got a line through presentation. Then we tied a size 2 treble hook on, tucked one of the trebles up into the bait, which left the two bottom trebles exposed. So when you're working that across the water, it doesn't interfere with the presentation at all, and you're more guaranteed to get a better hook set because that fish is coming from underneath. Now on that presentation, I had braided line on my bait caster, and I tied on 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, which is what I tied to the treble hook that went into that 5-inch Pop Shadz. On the other, I was using about 15-pound braid tied to 8-pound fluorocarbon, which is what I tied to the Ned Rig. The fish didn't seem to be too picky about color in either presentations in this instance because they were feeding so aggressive. However, there are a lot of different color options, so you can kind of match that hatch. That Ned Rig is going to kind of imitate a crawfish that has lost its claws, but you know, those fish, that thing's sticking up in their face, they can't stand it. And the Pop Shad, well, that looks just like what it says. It looks like a shad popping on top of the surface of the water, and it's just going to sit there and you can walk the dog with it, or you can give it nice popping action, which is going to throw a lot of water because the front of that bait is cupped. So those were the two baits that we used on this trip. For more information and for more videos from Yakangler's Inside and Out, be sure to go to our website, and that's yakangler.com/inside and out, or you can follow us on YouTube and Facebook. And be sure to like, share, and comment below. For more videos, click here.